psychyogi.org. Raine et al. 2002, Prefrontal Structural and Functional Deficits in Schizotypal Personality Disorder. The background for this study is Phineas Gage, which I'm not going to go over again. It will be in the description and on the article on psychyogi.org. Another background study that we're looking at is Raine 1997. This was a study on convicted murderers, all of whom had pled not guilty by reason of insanity. All of the murderers were brain scanned and compared with a control group. The results showed that the murderers had reduced activity in areas of the brain such as the prefrontal cortex, thalamus, hippocampus, and the left side of the amygdala, which are all linked to violent behaviour. The murderers had increased activity in the right side of the amygdala, thalamus, and hippocampus. Aim: to use a multifactorial approach to understand antisocial and aggressive behaviour, but primarily from a biological perspective. Design: a review article. Raine et al. Reviewed and summarised a number of neuropsychological, neurological, and brain imaging studies in order to understand the neurological basis for antisocial behaviour and children's development. The results: Raine et al. Found much research to suggest that the adolescent brain is still forming its final connections up to the early 20s. For example, Blakemore and Chowdhury, Sowell et al. 1999. Activity in the prefrontal lobes is lesser in impulsive individuals who are likely to be antisocial and aggressive. This was also found with Phineas Gage. When the accident occurred with him and he lost part of his prefrontal lobes, he became more aggressive. So there's some concurrent validity there. Possibly giving a biological explanation of why offending peaks in the adolescent years of individuals because of the lesser activity in the prefrontal lobes. Raine suggests that a low resting heart rate may be a good predictor of individuals who seek to raise their heart rate via thrill-seeking activities, i.e. committing crimes. That's one of the ways that they could raise their heart rate. Raine further suggested that the individual may have an increased risk of having a biological predisposition to antisocial behaviour from the following factors: birth complications, poor parents, physical abuse, malnutrition, and smoking and drinking during pregnancy. Conclusions: Raine suggests that these biological predispositions can be prevented. A quote from the study: early health intervention and prevention studies may provide the most effective way of reversing biological deficits that predispose to antisocial and aggressive behaviour in children and adults. Raine et al. 2002 evaluation. Remember, this is not an exhaustive list, as I always say. A strength: the research is useful in attempting to prevent antisocial behaviour. Of course, it suggests that we can do that. We can prevent biological predispositions. A weakness: because it's a review article, it's used secondary data. Now, it doesn't guarantee biased free research, because any bias that is present in the previous research may be translated to the current research. And also, because it's been interpreted, it can increase the bias in terms of experimental bias from Raine and his colleagues. As the research considered a number of factors, it could be argued it's not reductionist, although it does mainly concern the biological nature of crime. Another strength is that the research was cheap and easy to conduct because it's a review article. All that is simply looking at previous pieces of research. You don't have to do any research yourself. Another strength is concurrent validity. As the method used was a review article, we can say that the research is high in concurrent validity, as the different pieces of research used would have had to have confirmed others for this piece of research to be put through. Another strength is that the use of a review article means that the research is high in reliability and can be easily repeated to gain the same or very similar results. Another strength is that the use of a review article means that it's been highly ethical, the study is, because the researcher hasn't had to manipulate the independent variable. A weakness is that any issues of validity or reliability from the research which Raine used to create this research could have transferred to the conclusions and results of this study. Also, temporal validity may be low because Raine may have used outdated research. If you've enjoyed this Psych Yogi presentation, why not subscribe to keep up with all the latest videos?